Me kwada and we are sending me video via a disturb me. Just say. A disturb me. That crime into me now. I say, just me can't want some son to me other. Na be say nipa ba so na me hyase. Hey, Anokye Frimpong. O me chia mo de mo nkoso na mo invite nko for braso ma. Na o have me kasa ma brepa. Pacho mo bia enche me gift, me pay gift to her, so. Hey. I mo video ni chira mo na. We are near to some more video chim. As in kuto. Pacho mo bia enche me gift, me pay me here. Do not give me any gift. I'm more video in chama say. Hey. Oh, here from. Hey.
I am trying to make and try if anything I say for brown work one he Asanteman for National Liberation Movement. The Kwame Nkrumah saw the free education for the free education for Gosika. Anna, what they ever be Jessica, the Babaka, time who are Asanteman for the free as from Impasa Mecano. Now, all we can see so and so for them. It's Yampene, and he said, one day, Bawumia and Nama, or what shall be our farm Bawumia. Connected to one of yes, and for another tongue, as for every Jamaica name, other parts of the New World, on Cancerano. Say, Jamaica for you about also we are sent for any of them. What we say for said, Napo of Ghana history, yeah. On Bawumia, and then Nanum, and a good Jamaica is soon enough near the Yamena and a tongue, and they used to be somewhere and when I would go, that's the Maya. Nkrumah free education and we liberating and I never go industry no your friend is saying I am farm Kwame.
They said they make soup with this one. Soup. Yeah, the northerners. They make
any outie Anokye Frimpong. Me friend lawyer kora. Yeah, more Asantefo ni bi wo ha. Mo ka che say ye mia no nya ba kwasem ka. Na dachi ena mbohu nye ne. Obia ochiame hene ba afọ de ni nwa ba ya. Amadumba ware. The founder of MPP. Ochiame hene ba afọ de ni nwa ba efe ne ya. Emma Jumbo aware. What all time. Yeah, baby, emfa ochiame here ba for. I will definitely read from here. Me read it. Eti ye behe. Muti asemo a lawyer Anokye Frimpong kan. Papa no what Asantefo too much. Almost say you are trying to protect Nkrumah. It says I was say Nkrumah ye enzemani. Ne din no enye Nkrumah, ne din Nkrumah. Ne din ye Francis Nwia Nkrumah. Or ye Liberian. Nkrumah never Enzema person. But whenever you go into this histories, it becomes attacks. Nkrumah was a dictator. Nkrumah was somewhat there, or a controller, or so control BBR. Now this is miserable. Now, what's your ochame here bafwa? Answer na yeti National Liberation Movement no. Yeti no subini so 7 September 1954. Me pachoko. 7 September 1954. And yeti NLM. But what was the purpose of that NLM? I didn't think yeti LLM. Yeti LLM because of one party states. Because of dictatorship, because of mismanagement, because of attacks. And it's answer kwan or chiame hine ba for what element no. Yet in the subi ye twa etwa moja gu subinim. E chiran sana buzi ade the party. And it down kwano mo a ono ye founder of the UGCC party. Onum nyina de onum invitation by some beka LM no because of how na Nkrumah enhye so tie how na Nkrumah the division e bakanfo mu how na Nkrumah sebi anya do sebi kafrache opese o desert the Asante kingdom eni mumi ready kaka emfa ochia mehene bafo or say according to Cambridge Dictionary, a statesman is an experienced politician, especially one who is respected for making a good judgment, but for involvement in politics was short. His political career was mainly formed from 1954 to 1957, because Sabrenoa onum bae onum bedi adie no. On what she was me about for him. So the career as a politician did not last for long. Now I am quite anxious about allegations, sir. Papa your friend Anokye Frimpong. Ye dear tia Asanteman say. Yeti party, yeti LM National Liberation Movement, no. Because of say, time, nodness. Say yen fa ye koko ema not necessarily enya free education. Enunti na ye we ye te sa party no. But me pese me busa. When was the free education for the North people started? Me pese me busa. Yen hwe bra free education start here or North. Pese unya a collect view. Now who almost start here? Pacha mumbehe we. The obemo who say, Obi a fan Anokye Frimpong on kade kwere. Or tan Asante for or distorted history. Ni onim na waka. The free education started with the British. British for and the Northern free education by started from 1949. But send the obeye dinti. Let go here. Or said the free education policy that was introduced in Northern Ghana by British colonialists and maintained by Nkrumah. So it wasn't even started by Nkrumah. It was there by the British colonizers. They started the free education in 1949. 1949. The Northern people no and enough no. Onomu di Kenya free education from 1949. It's in Nkrumah Baye, the system was still there, which was sponsored by the British themselves. Yeah, you had it. Also, before the attainment of independence in 1957, there was only one graduate in the Northern Territory in the person of Hassan Gazamba, who train in British as compared to the South. Sati Hebu. Person was here another document. Besa wo here documents mu. Aniti we cry expose Anokye Frimpong. Self-free education na e wo no for no. E hyase 1949. Anokye Frimpong. Wose Nkrumah ebe chef free education sinti. Ena Asantefo se wonum mpene ema Nkrumah mfa Asanteman koko enhwe no ofofo enu nti ne ekote national liberation movement se yede be resist Nkrumah ama Nkrumah ntumi amfa Asante ekoko enkohwe no ofofo but document e wo nso kire se North for receive free education from 1949. Na me busa se sa 1949 na Nkrumah was president ana British for ne die so. Anokye Frimpong, what distorted history too much on kind of correct. What time Asante for too much. Ebi also before 1957 no. Na who na na ye Asante for no. Before 1957 no, na na ye from Asante for no. Before 1957, one year from Asantefo. Before 1957, 1949, now better for the can't different education man off for no. It sounds like they have only one graduate. You're quite chimbota. So no quite a chimbota until before 1957. Now North for one year free education was started from 1949 by the British. Ebi also so. Yabasi ebusa Anokye Frimpong say before 1949 or before 1957 Nkrumah officially obey the president of that now then Ghana no me pese me busa say Asantefo na no waka omo asem no no waka so omo fo omo koko no who were they sabra na yaka Asantefo no a eye na Asante region politically Abun region politically Abun East region politically a half of region politically, and some towns are a dear course of region, including half of Eastern region, and a near Frohodum Asante Kingdom. Before 1957, that was it. And it is Sawo Khan. Now what chemu ya che, send ye na Asante Bobby ST and no be a timia that I involve it. So can you say Asante for people that are listening to you now? Everybody say you are referring to Asante region. But now for force they can't get free education from 1949 by the British. And Anokye Frimpong, ye person obetchire ye mu ye say that bay na north for omunya free education. Ya wo se Asantefo and see me for your koko nhwe north for am omunya free education. Anything omoto element because of Nkrumah was dictator. Nkrumah was mismanaging the country. Nkrumah was embezzling the economy. Nkrumah was mean to a certain account people. Nkrumah, adia wo ye more on mukrati. LMC no was one party state. Sanya kabima mikabi abomu. And it was 1992 constitution mo pass here for freedom of speech, you know. One of the award name Mauchi amehene bafwa koto because he stood. Said this country cannot be a one-party state. And it is our babontiers of Penimuno Bekasa Chiremofra. Look at the kind of words. Sheseni Wusikasa, you did not give us a brief history about Nkrumah. Who was Nkrumah even at all? Ya Sebia Nyado Sebia Kuntonzema Fuajiata or Moniasi. According to Nkrumah biography, he have two different birth date or two different name. Only per friend Kwabena, near Sabe friend Kwame Emeye. Only power call Liberia mere cheat the two must say. Adentina Sebi or Nudin Hoodin Krum. na okowura ba esi abrofo nko ane kɔ hɔ na ne se nti okowura sa aba hɔ ye che ne kɔtu mu ayeda na wia opon wia wote akonya so ayeda na owuleti to Nkrumah ekwa be so na Nkrumah be wi ni aba na okofo ane be fi Liberia ebe ye ne Secretary of State awosa wo cheche yi mu nyina Nkrumah di ne Nkrumah fe Nkrumah ye fe Francis Mia Nkrumah. So come and explain this to us, sir. Mum said Yazimafo. Imagine a time when you said the mama naba, said the banon. There is more cockroach in the story. If you also see ya Asantefo, Sabrina Eka Asantefo before 1949, no. British for the free education because almost any part educated war, southern part, no, yeah. Asante and Asante region, Blue East region, a half of region and some part Eastern region, almost in them for educated or was many. But about northern sector and any public open and graduate or and it's a brought for setting free education for the north. Almost setting free education for the north. I started from 1949. Education the man north of one, I started 1949. And yet then a war. Sebia nyado sebia konto Nkrumah what I lawyer Anokye Frimpong also your lawyer but you did not educate yeni a yenya lawyer for na yeni mad yet to sell na yentimi nkenkan to sell why educate you say even north of one krano one free education no started 1949 it sounds abrofo ne hu say one more southern part ebono is ahafo any baby and the political for Asante region, any Eastern region, nipa bebre na akɔ school. But omo hwe mu no na one more north no nipa ba ko pena na oye graduate. Enti omo initiate, abrofo na initiate satam no na north no ne Asante nyina e put straight e de ma abrofo no. Enti abrofo no omo initiate free education e de ma north fo no. Enti Nkrumah ba ye na free education no a e wo north na wo ho e na Nkrumah to aso. Eye den na Nkrumah na be introduce free education. And Asantefo cast on Mumpene. Sabra o Asantefo, o can na hafu, o can na a Bruno East, o can Eastern region, and another in a consist of Asante. It is the banner incident we see here. We are the founder of National Liberation Movement, or the Nimia Bar, or no one Casane sister. Edima Jumbo, Emmanuel Warren. Jumbo so on the founder of MPP Party, Northern People's Party. Eti ye pesi e busa se GCE party e buzia na teye enti abara ye te sa party no wie ye no ye te no 7 September 1954 ye te ye ansa na 3 years ye kwa election ama Nkrumah ba power. Nkrumah ba power. What was the arrangement Nkrumah ni Asante Kingdom ne ye arrangement Nkrumah ni Asante Kingdom ne ye nse sa Asantefo do no ho bedone the then go Kosunua. Na ye to abanoa. Obama Asante a monarchy, no a prime minister. Indeed, on drilling 1954 up to 1957, Nkrumah was a prime minister. But after then, Nkrumah declared the state as Republican, so Republic of Ghana. And no one or chame here ba for no sorry yes. Any aya for no sorry yes. Agreement tawoni Asante nation in the that is not what you are doing. And it's a sadia. Uniema wo ye ni nipa peso papa wo mumu. Ani tanya wo de be nipa mu ntie pese ete ho. Ye pese ete ho. And this was the reason ti Ochame Heneba for was wo jail. From 1954, 1957 no Ochame Heneba for no dem. Nkrumah ba ya no de asem to Ochame Heneba for so a separatist. Opasa wo te no ho. And we hear the law say, Obi a day, sa obey campaign say, Opasa what tell Hubiano. Ya do betumu that trial. And to Ochame Heneba for admitum. A brimpo JB dan kwa jire mu as a lawyer man, or court to our request system for Ochame Heneba for ma, na interrogatino. And Nkrumah refuses them so many several letters and what they buy. And it's a perceivable say. Abrimpo na UGCC pa grant no money JB Dankwanum sebia nya do sebia konto no ti UGCC party ansa na Nkrumah free UK aba omo de ne ka ho ya pa grant ko fa ne bae no sabri ni mu nyina na northern people no ya northern protestant no na won mo free education It's a perceive say, Nkrumah na initiative free education, the man off for there be. One initiative free education man off for a British for. It says almost 1,000 people no yeah. And now current the political Abuno region, Abu East region, Ahafo region, Asante region, Eastern region, no more nipa be more educated. But bad enough on unkwane nipa bakope a halsan. A halsan unkwane nipa no or a educated or. And it's Dr. Anokye Frimpong. What's that be one no say? Say Napo enim asedebia a chope bia on fama Bawumia. It says say one man nanom. One man nanom ena no percent Nkrumah. You are trying to bring this kind of Nkrumah ideology, which was bad intention. The Baba Makurejina Bontinka say his father was a dictator because a child know his father. And a branch on Yakara, a brand papa or not a near Fikakara, your baby 9 to 10 years, or who papa subine. And it's all person what yes, said you pass what as a war, Sebia to Sebia Conto. One not din lawyer one, who pass what said, who wouldn't him a day. I see red documents and one, ya record on the Dagan on one. And it is Abrano, almost the Sapo and Nkrumah the Sapo we got two, no for one assume. Tiesasemi, and Nkrumah Suman Crawford no call. And Crawford ye the funder, Hala Hasan, Dumbo no catch on say. Or for no party or Mattia Fen MPP. Yeah, Northern People Party, and for me can't CPP abano. And no one cast on for me can, one can L the first NLM party no. And no Nkrumah Suman Crawford catch it on say. What the more for more? Maybe some from a party make comedy on some family can. Na san Crawford mo southern people kasabe na santeno ebun afo any ebun east and eastern region for baby and Crawford na mo some of them party ko mo de ho ono so ono mo premo am fa mo koko mamu free education. That was a political propaganda. Enti ho na ochame ba for kase obi a memidi menua ba ya ama wodumbo waware aye de na memetimi bie ma no kasa asem ne kire na wonim se we have one common enemy. Asamuan or chame ba for catch the jumbo no. So when him say we have just one common enemy. Here on Nkrumah, who is a dictator, who wants to take our treasures and our gold and our lands and our things, our dignity from us. Etibusa say e kwa best so. And then ye one party no a Northern People's Party, Islamic Youth Organization, Gamashi. Youth, if I say, I'm not youth organization. One more the start party in our bedroom enemy. Yeah, National Liberation Council. I may be you, we sound a quan besso. No man from Kojon CPP. Mommy and Shadi, I just want you to learn this because it will help. Or say, before the attainment of independence in 1957, before, there was only one graduate in the Northern Territories in the person of Hassan Baganzaba, who trained in Britain, as compared to South, which had the likes of Dr. Akwoye Agri, who was already a staff member of the Achimbota School in 1927. Ebios say, the free education started in 1949 in the Northern Territory with the establishment of primary school and later middle school, now known as junior high school. Then came the establishment of the first secondary school in the north, Tamale Secondary School in 1951. Tamale Secondary School was even established before Ansan Obi Efen Nkrumah or Baba Beye, a president in Ghana. Education from the primary JSS, SSS to university level was free for people of North, instruction before and after independence. Before independent. Nkrumah Baye not want to meet because it was established already. Free education was merely established in 1949 in northern sector. It's a year then Dr. Anokye Frimpong Bekachara ye say. Abra Nkrumah ba power no person ye free education man off for. And I'm southern people no ye. And that Asante region, a Blue region, Blue East region, a Ahafo region, Eastern region. Yes, yempere. Abla free education was in functioning in 1949. You need to ask him. Ebi also so yemusa de nti a obi a ye ochame ba for the fan day sa one ayafo ansana Dr. JB Dankwa any buzi and buzi at the party any fellow UCP party and I also so de ebeka ho and a buzi aso baye and on nyina invite some person be join national liberation movement because of Usuban and Nkrumah Suban na what done the dictatorship, the kind of attacks, kind of division, and then the kind of socialism or or adopted Russian style. So they be Ghana. See, because of that, there was so many parties on Beka National Liberation Movement, Ebine NPP, and it's Dumba Ekan Asemia, or no, or can the founder of the NPP, Northern People's Party, no worry, or Chiame in a baffle, Nimia Pa, Nimame Ban Papa by Penny ya. And tia trouble na not if Frimpong better bonte woodin. Ebi also say, yes, Asante and a near chicken north of one. Edi one mama abrofo. Edi ko Jamaica nti Jamaica form ba so me Asante for mo nya Asante for. Anokye Frimpong. I am so just say I don't know how to express the emotion I am in now. I sometimes wonder say I'm past say bi uko school sua dia. Anya wo na akotena yi say na Asante for no mo ye ntienti anya wo. Is it not you? And na no for no so nware. Eti no onum kofa no fofo no. Na no fofo no o ma be wo no onum ema abaye atentagram. It wasn't you same person. And nkrofo no onum ye ntietia no. Ekochichi nkrofo no mo ye atentagram fo no ekofo mo be ware no. And ye ton wo mo. Ebi wonso. There was South Saharan slave trade. And sana Atlantic slave trade in Eba. Na South Saharan slave trade no African enclaves ni nyina obi involved with slave ni mbi. Akwamu was selling the numfo. Ya no from Nkwapem. They were selling them to the other kingdoms. Omoto other kingdoms around the South Africa enclaves. Then Chira was doing the same thing. They were selling slaves. Amongst Yankasa etuntumfo, they sell them to the Hausa people, the Niger people, they sell them to all these places. Asante was not different. Asante also buy slaves and trade with slaves. But it was within the South Saharan slave trading. Yeah, they built the empire, they built the kingdom. But European slave trade, Asante for and Nase, baby from Asante Kingdom, they did never involved except Nkrofobia from German for. Womunkwane wo na they were within the Asante Kingdom no more dealing with slaves. Only there was a place I need dealing with slaves. Wasafo was involved in slaves. Our Win was involved with slaves. Akwamu, Akuyapim, all of them, all these people was involved with slaves because those time, Yankasa, Obi Echiwa, Empire Bibe Chishos, and our Hinibino Bakwan, he actually take your people as captives. Now, one to be told, Bima Awiza for, Niger, no money other. It was within us until early 1800. Obi just a slave started from 1400. It wasn't true. 1400 Portuguese if one buy. There wasn't many people on take you on as a slaves. Dutch also came in. There wasn't any people. The proper slave trading started way from 1800 pana who say course. So, but within that time, no more abolish slave trade. Oh, Europe. So a person will give you authentic history. Or in a crowd, no, Asante Janoswa. When involved with slave trading. Sabra no here no dia Asante nana asibe osebunsu. And when ya brofo dealing with trading. Taught to draw. Yama one gold ni aje to draw. Baby no one nipa. No maje to draw. And Crawford involved because the first trade was established in Alumina and the Cape Coast. The next early one was Jamai and Salaga. and it's here didn't na lawyer Anokye Frimpong betina bonti timi twa tro we de to Asantefo so say na Asantefo empese Nkrumah de omu koko sika na sabre no even before because ena maka achero show ye share free education started with North now. North free education started way back 1949. Obi apa onkohwe 1949 and a British form established free education Emma North. The reason so that abra British for nothing so omu say enkrofo more South including and baby for her Bruno East region, Ahafo, baby for Eastern region, and baby for Asantes region. Now most of them, Aquagenum, the likes of JB Dankwa, the likes of Buzia, the likes of a lot, they were all educated people. And it's one more etnase and negotiate say they will do this at the map if I say young yamun off of 4, no Marco school to almost started with primary school. It's in 1951, 1952, no more built Tamale Secondary School, which was built by the British. Edema Onumbenya, a secondary school, a can't free education. And if Bako Pana were educated to a horse hybrid before 1949, a Halesan, Gabinzamba, or no no educated or the funders, some of the funders are no account. Northern People Party home, ye friend Jumbo no, or ware or chiame here bafo, akutoni ya by a fenny ya. On one mammy ne papa, Jumbo, a walenti or chiame here bafo, nana conta, any Jumbo. Ya establish party ye feno, National Liberation Movement, ye established in September, 7 September 1954. Established we 3 years pepe and ye told about your friend your friend's independence, 1957 and in 23 years prior to the independence. Until when you naturally say, Anokye Frimpong, what time Asantefo to chatro? Opesa we yarn any penny not Asantefo because Opesa we yarn to me say, Nkrumah ye a hilo who protected Serbia Nyado Sabia Kontopa so who protected the legacy of Nkrumah, but Opesa what tarnish the image of Asante. What did Nkrumah do? Why was he overthrown? Abraham Nkrumah na dear son, Ganfoni Jay, and Asantefo Ngwan, Ewafoni Jay, and Fantefoni Jay, Asantefoni Jay, all of them jubilated, especially Gan Akla, they jubilated. They were happy say he was overthrown. Who overthrew Nkrumah? A National Liberation Council members they overthrew Nkrumah. And the people was in support. And that very day, people that was in imprisonment without trial, all of them was released. And Nkrumah to me in Crawford, watching Crawford to Mache, the Secretary of State, the Finance Minister, to say Nkanasem, judges he imprisonment them without trial. His own son stood outside and proclaimed, say his father was a dictator. You are here sitting down trying to tell us a year Asantefo, one national television so, and I'll cast a year Asantefo ni intinti ankete. And ye na nanum kwase sa no fofo anonum sosowa. Ebe ware ye, and a yen tinti ankete ne yetimi kwacheche wo mo anonum sosowa no, and ye de won ma slaves say on koton won. You see, you are disgraced. People have to take your old videos from your own mouth and compare to your new videos to see and expose how liar you are. You were a liar. You hate Asante for nothing. You want people to hate Asante and despise them because you want to continue the legacy of Nkrumah, a dictatorship. Obasa wo chara ese Nkrumah enzemani. Ne maame ai maame na aba. Let me tell you, who was Nkrumah's father? Who was Nkrumah's father? When did Nkrumah arrive in Ghana? Nkrumah was taught how to speak infantile language. Nkrumah was taught how to speak our local language. He was taught. He employed someone to teach him, which was made by the CPP government, UGCC government. park grant mo pe wo bi obekire Nkrumah kasa. Akwaji, all of them become a victim. Those who were coming Nkrumah later became a victim for Nkrumah. Dan Munia became a victim. They were all arrested and imprisoned. Many of them fled out of the country. And Nkrumah never loved Ghana. When Nkrumah came into power, we had money in the system. Instead of him to use the same money, not be develop country no buy or best on was yes or independent. What was the identity abroad buy and the constitution we give him, he never accepted it. He wrote his own constitution and he put rubbish inside there because he wanted to loot the country. What did Nkrumah establish? And it was already there by the British. Tamahabo was made by the British. Takrady Harbour was made by the British. Accra International Airport was made by the British. G was made by the British and Ashanti Kingdom. Confanochi American was referred to G and the G. What can I see? Yeah, Kwame Nkrumah University, Kumasi Technical College was made by the British and the Ashanti Kingdom. But you lied all the time. You put in everything so on yeah. But all this was there before he came. Why? I don't know person instigating North for against Asante for. What has Asante done to you? Anokye Frimpong. Again, Asante Ayamao. Why ya war? Francis Nkrumah later become Kwabena Nkrumah. Nkrumah oni di nya Nkrumah. Nkrumah. Mame enyi sebi enyado obi anadwene wo fom bi mfiri a akire ne di ne be Kwame Nkrumah. We want to know, say, is Francis Nkrumah any Ghanaian local name, including Nzema? Is it Nzema name? Nkrumah, is it Nzema name? The person is not even a Ghanaian. Akwajemu onumu welcome no. Later on, he had issue with all of them. You came and you sat there and you lie. Say, hey, Nkrumah ba ye no person ye free education man of for and as Asante for say one mum pene. But na miene nukreni. Better se for no crown mudi kan ye free education man of for, which was 1949. And a secondary school, omu ma tamari secondary school, omu ma no no for no 1951. Sasa time a Halisan Kwan and a graduate off. Your co school, British Cambridge. I don't know what time Asante Fosa. Why did you always want to lie against Asante? Obienim says slave via a can slave via a can was me. Near a can for name we actually we sell slaves and we buy slaves. A can for you na a can for you na. Ebinim kotobi free aweza, ebinim kotobi free Niger, ebinim kotobi free Mali, ebinim kotobi free Burkina Faso, ebinim so baha betobi free hako. Ansana adie feno European transatlantic slave trade and everybody was involved. A lot of people was involved because one more told the J to draw guns. And defended one more lands, a lot of things. So basically, it was everyone involved in those slave trade. Why did you hate Asante so much? Why? What has Asante done at all to you? Then Asante Anokye Frimpong. Why do you lie against Asante? Always. Mummy Nkrumah biography. Oh. As some Casio baby, Nkrumah or 2 birthdays. Baako ye 21st September 1909. Yesu, tell baby out. Na ya miene nukuri ni. Mame che wade kra na enye yi because baby person be the right place. Abra wonu mustate abra ya che the big sis no ewo akla route ni si ye no. The British commander no commande me ku 3 military officers on mo call Second World War no. Abra almost state committee no no frɛ I think it was Cassie committee. Almost frɛ all these 6 big 6 and they were interviewed and they were asked, say, where do you come from? Your parents. Nkrumah own was different. Almost was so called Oxford University. He denied it. Nkrumah denied it. They asked them where he comes from. He told them, say, he will not answer that question. Also, he will not answer that question. And he told them, white blank say, point blank say, I have got every right to decide not to give any answers in the committee. Eba set minya collect information at the man. Tikremi, I have makasa too much today. Makasa too much. They told me you can't even sleep. You heard the reason why India Nkrumah. If it was because he was seeking for independence, they lie. They didn't they? Francis Mia no NWUAH. It is never a clan name. And Nkrumah NJLOMAH. It never a clan's name. This fake person who have 2 birthdays, who have 2 different days name, back or the Kwabena and was at the Kwame. Oh baby, have you ever heard this fabricated story before? Huh? Yeah, hey. Also, Kwame Nkrumah was arrested for leading a disturbing TNA. Kwame Nkrumah was arrested leading a disturbing positive action campaign in Ghana against British rule in 1950. He was released to lead the new reform government a year later on the 12th February 1951. After his party, Convention People Party CPP, owned the election. A very, very foundation why he was arrested. This is it. This is it. Yeah, hey. Oh, Abra Nkrumah ba, you know, they actually give Nkrumah a mother. Mame Naba. They give him a father and they give him occupation for his father, so a goldsmith. All this was reviewed in Britannical. It is here in the Britannical. Say, he was given a mother and a father. In the Britannical. British information recorded. This man is fake. Yes, sorry, he says the man mind because of that. Because of a lies you heard about a lot of things. Some better Asante for there. Yes, so make come ya dwen the actually be expose you a lot of things about Monso. And ya born na Asante for him. Yeah, Answer Nkrumah oba beba Gokus wono. Na pa grant ni JB ndankwa. No mo di kan establish UGCC that. Pa grant. And Namakwoje so and a pa grant Nkrumah who was then doing cleaning job in the UK. Or from American by UK that he was a cleaner. It's a brain pokra. Pa grant me by tennis omra. Because Sabre no one Martin Luther King mo. Ene efene say enkrofo efo no mo Martin Luther King Malcolm X one enkrofo bi ti say Malcolm X ma ene Marcus Garvey no they all black activists. Now one mo nyina I involved. He was actually he learned and adopted so many ways of how oba activists for black freedom. Eti oba UK ha no obete even black student association or Africa Liberation Freedom Association ewo UK ha. So that was through Akwoje linking to Pa Grant. Pa Grant the man £100. £100 because kaya so niska. O man £100 o wodi be see takwade habo. Ama Pa Grant ma ka kofa no de ne bae. Until so betrayed the UGCC party no or connected with the Russians. Omko kan ye no akasa kote ne party. Ye fe the CPP party. So what the hell is going on now? Most sorry am say modi Asante for be fra mo nsemu. Anokye Frimpong dey Asante for him. O see yeah heard you say Nkrumah, a general secretary, he addressed a meeting throughout the Gold Coast and began to create a mass base for the new movement. When extensively riot occurred in February 1948, a British briefly arrested Nkrumah and other leaders of the UGCC. When a split developed between the middle-class leader of the UGCC and a more radical supporter of Nkrumah, he formed in June 1949, the New Convention People's Party, CPP, a mass-based party that was committed to program of the immediate self-government in January 1959. Nkrumah initiated a campaign of positive action. And it's abra oyasa woten hono. The reason was na JB dankwaron. And Akwoje num Pa Grant num wonum aye onum adwen say onum pese onum enya a positive action but it have to be slow yenya ne kakrakra sene ye beya enkoye in the rush na ye niema bibre akodi abrofo no yen sentimenka and Nkrumah say no a positive action now and that was intensified influence many of the people because everybody was rushing to get independent because they were thinking say having independence now will be a good for ye say but the consequence with independence now through your economic crisis, inflation method, a whole lot of resources are not a war on more. We couldn't retrieve it. So these are the differences between the UGC's party and the CPP party. I call for attention, but even then after no, as a prime minister, no, there was so many looting in the system, so many looting. The resources was loot. He was connived with the white. He was working under the British and working for them directly. So and any public breaker said these are indirect rule. They are actually ruling and colonizing we through the Nkrumah. And then the Kofa parties be say National Liberation Movement, NLM, and many people buy the ideology of the National Liberation Movement. Etima and Ganford or party bekan National Liberation Movement. Chame in the bafo the party. I want to afford omo de bekan ho, and I know for omo de bekan ho, and on for me a dear for the UP party. United People Party. And in someone or two and you correct because United People Party no a north, a south, a Ganfo, and a year and one for only in their form is a party. And it's Anokye Frimpong. The away that she but just swabba. Minim how a what Asantefo sifa. Minim adwene wo utinim. Minim di opese nipa bi dwene. Minim ade a opese obi adwene fa Asantefo ho. Opese yekum Asantefo nyina. Sebi. Yebekum ye nyina na aka wonko a. Hwe abra sebi me card ebire bi se na me maame. Foka bibia fa abra Nkrumah ebedi ade no na oka bibia chem se Nkrumah bedi ade no. Se ukoto ade age se sa abre ni mu no na yedi Gold Coast pounds. Ni yedi Gold Coast pounds. Nkrumah ba ye no be change Gold Coast pounds no. Ena na asaf marketing so no no frɛ no no mo frɛ no fan say o say ni frɛ no British market say o mo frɛ o say no mo frɛ British market as bibia ena no Nkrumah ba ye sa be no mo se sesika o ho no na nkrofo eco exchange omo Gold Coast pounds no na wo de wakoto wo de wakosesa no wagege Gold Coast pounds ne coins send ye be ya wo de koto ade ye se kan na wo to ade na to ni bebira na wutwa tax wo ho to kosesa ne nketenkete a wo to ade wo wutwa tax ne wo ho nti Nkrumah ba no ye se obesesa Gold Coast pounds no friends say Gold Coast pounds no asabren so na Ghana commercial banks no mo frɛ no West African Bank of Gold Coast. And I say, I see a friend of British Bank of Gold Coast. Eti, uko so kwasese skanwa. Afo be kone ye skani bi ni ho. Esa asem Nkrumah ye say, obeso se sa Gold Coast pounds no. Na mani mu so ayedin. Emma the finance minister ye say, onto no boase mo se sa Gold Coast pounds no. Onto no boase until say economy no be established because the kama efro mani mu no doso. The kama was sa no de akwaji independence ama Nkrofo na doso. Ama sisi ya bedi de ka bebiri. Ti mo se sa sika no. And also sika no ede eba cedis no yedie no ehwa na Ghana ne collapse ye sabe no koto ade a ye British pounds ni yuso no Gold Coast British pounds ni yuso no o koto ade se bia achichira just o pake sika no bag we be se biensa na hali akoto achichire no afi no mani mu aye den o pade ata just o salai fiti anapa kopem anwumere asa no wonya bi ato so sa nyema wonya le lidi ye and I saw one tena, chrome ho. Me mama the kind was so one tena chrome ho. And I know call Africa country, a China say country when independence or Kobomo, a China was me call Ethiopia, a the was me call a Guinea, a the one tena chrome ho. Eti do ni man say wako kana sem no watch according to me mammy pa unko school dano the story no. Me mammy I want see class one demo dano on the story no. It's as only the ordinary new be. Any papa bo my aburu say. What do I say? Ya denze maso enze meni nti mumu yasumu ye. Opa so dressing a dressing na no head dressing bia no ashe lazy was here etutu kendagu so. Chesa wo ye Nkrumah. And I also want ampaso ne bi. Em so obusuani no. Ana mo ta Asantefo sa. Ana mo ta Asantefo sa. Asantefo e mo ne be. Asantefo ya mo de. Wo de munti asema Anokye Frimpong kan. Ebia na woni so. Ti wontia de krontia me ka sei wontia se otabe ni ma me so rekwan koda na e kya me ko adwuma
ya tro no be twa de tira yen and tro if anything I say for brand one kufu omo wahi etina Asantefo ati national liberation movement the Kwame Nkrumah so the free education e bre for the free education e kokosika ana wode baba ye yesika de baba hwe time wo Asantefo de frɛ for me pasa menkan wo na o mu ka se sika de baba so fo no nti yam kene nti sɛ wone Bawumia enama o wa chapa bi a won fampa Bawumia sɛ kaneti to no ya Asantefo ye na nanu na ton for ediko Jamaica ne other parts of the new world on kanchira no sɛ nya Jamaica for free what about so we Asantefo anya no kre o mu yesemfo ba say na posi wo betre Ghana history dia on tira Bawumia say ne nananum anya ku Jamaica ni Suriname ne ade na ya meme nana anya ton wo nana na ne ya yusu we say mo ye enkoa mo na mo to koko na se de maye na bra Nkrumah ba mo free education pe anya mo liberating mo anya ne koko industry no egu ti mo friend is saying, Asidabi I am from Makwame.
They said they make soup with this one.
Soup.
Yeah, the Northwest. They make soup with this one. And I think it makes sense.
Oh, what time? Anokye Frimpong time Asante for. Oh, the voice, oh, the language, and the way what's it kasa. Oh no. Na Asante for penny for moto atroya wutwai. Mummy he bra no for nya won independent omunya free education. Yeah. Oh. Name sa we ni use me so enye impo. Ah. Yeah, I say. Oh, live visibility. How did you? Who is trying to report my life? Anokye Frimpong or kasa no report on. And you are trying to report me my life. For what reason? Huh? Yo, yeah. And you will say free education was established by the British colony in 1949. 1949. Wow. I know say me na come in 1949. Nkrumah so be di ade 1957. What type any? Hey, enyano. Ma bere ohun. Eni me sore mako na. What time we dey? I know the ye. Any, this is the pure information, the British website. Omo say me sukra they will block my life because this is official website. Omo be block me, you know. Any to here. And 1951 almost a year a secondary school, Tamale secondary school. Ewo 1951. Omo ye second free education. Omo ye primary no 1948. And omo ye primary school no free ema north. So until 1951 and omo ye secondary school kan free secondary ewo Tamale secondary school. And so your hand and Anokye Frimpong be catch say Nkrumah and they establish Tamale secondary school no mini secondary school. And it is also be just Anokye Frimpong ye dia wa ujijideji. Obi nkumatwe me ntimi fa website ne nto so bebre. Le to so se pena ni ba me ho be kire me. Because you on official way. On official way. Me de teso am ho be kire me. A British official website be. Anokye Frimpong. Asanteman sama phone ubidi. The all kinds say ampa. Timi nuanum minyamumu. Mabre timi kop. But yabe adoma ebeka sasemu yasem yi. Ebeka ho asem yi. Eda masem de nyame jam mo abai.